What do you think he has planned for this one, David?
I think he'll be quite direct, and he starts with e4, the king's pawn opening, and okay, the Sicilian defense from Magnus. We never saw this in the World Championship match, Magnus playing the Sicilian. Every time there, he just played solid by replying with the black king's pawn. So now we will see surely some World Championship preparation on show. Look at your Nepomniachtchi, he was just looking off to the side there, now looking down, sipping his tea. He's just trying to remember what he had planned for the World Championship match in this opening. This is something Magnus rarely actually employs these days, pushing this pawn. Usually you see him do something else. But yeah, of course Magnus has been here before, Jan has also been here before. And okay, jumping into the centre with the black knight.
It's actually funny because Magnus's first free moves in this game are the same free moves that he played for white in the last game. He played exactly the same setup with the white pieces, so he often does this. He goes to the similar kind of positions, but moving the knight in there is the first kind of unique idea, I guess, David.
Okay, and what's he having for his dinner there, Magnus? Looks like some kind of takeaway.
Is it noodles?
I don't think it's noodles, but it does look like maybe some kind of Asian cuisine. Meanwhile, a trade of knights in the centre of the board and white's bishop getting kicked back. This is still relatively well known, I think. Black's bishop coming out, and this pawn push gaining time against the black bishop. Black is struggling for development, as Simon mentioned. It's a bit of a mirror image almost of the last game between these two. Magnus with white struggling to get his pieces out, now with black as well, still a couple of moves away from castling his king. To me, this feels like a strategy that might backfire. Nepomniachtchi will see the enemy king in the middle of the board, and he'll try and go for it if he can.
This says...
petrol check, but can he do better? And the only way he's going to do better is to get that rook again into a better position somehow.
He has to do it with tempo, right? Because that black pawn is so advanced. You know, it's 2 squares away from queening. I wouldn't blame Nepomniachtchi for just bailing out, repeating moves.
Yeah, I mean, at some point he's got to. Surely he can't keep rolling the dice.
If the black king goes back now, that will be the second time we've seen this position. But can Magnus play for the win? Can Magnus just kind of zigzag his king towards the white king and kind of bring his king the other way and then use the black pawn as shelter from the checks? He's trying to play for the win.
So you get mated here though. I mean, you go queen c1, queen f1, queen f2 checkmate. Maybe we can show that, David. Is that this? If you try and bring your queen around the other
Opportunity that he can bail out with the draw.
15.
Queen takes pawn. He's looking for better, but
He can't play for it. He can't play for the win.
But
too risky now.
maybe he can try to. Okay, he's gone
played
for
it.
it.
Okay, and
God,
all those fireworks.
I mean, I guess this is just a draw, isn't it?
Oh, he's still playing for more, actually, Magnus.
Yeah, I mean, he's king e2. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
so I'm still trying to win this position.
So the reason we think it will be a draw is because one of the black pawns will cost white his rook, and one of the other black pawns will just drop off the board. So white's rook does have time to go and win both of the black pawns, but will have to give itself up in the process. Especially that black d pawn is 2 squares away from promoting. The only way to stop it is to give up your rook.
This to me is like one of the games, not just of the knockout stage, but of the tournament. It's been so up and down. I mean, it might not be the best game according to computer, but for drama, it's been great because they've both missed wins, they've both been attacking, they've both turned down draws. It's got everything that you'd want in a game.
This is going to look good on the Fighting Chess Index.
I was about to say the same guy. Their fighting index scores are going to go through the roof after this game. Yeah, I mean, fair play to both players. Now the game will, I think, finally reach its conclusion. We saw a couple of checks from white, but no progress to be made. Black's pawn just simply too strong. White has to keep checking, otherwise black will win. And here we go. We're about to see the second draw of the final. What a dramatic draw it's been.
I bet you they both shake their head, right? You know, when they had the draw, I bet you they both like, oh no, that's it. Started.
You're correct, Simon.
We just want to see if will Magnus shake his head?
Give us a head shake, Magnus. Well,
Oh,
probably
does it?
now.
Okay.
Probably now.